Join our celebration of Black History Month. Only on New Thought Media Network. New videos every day at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, or watch anytime on our YouTube channel. 28 unique Black History moments. Every day in February. Only on New Thought Media Network.
Hey everybody, Tracy Brown here. I'm so happy to welcome you to today's episode of Black History Month on New Thought Media Network, where every day there's a different video dropped daily for you, live streamed at 6 a.m. Mountain Time. And if that's not a convenient time for you, you can watch it anytime on YouTube. So go to the New Thought Media YouTube channel and check it out. On each day, you will get a video about someone in history, someone of African descent in history from all walks of life. But I thought today it would be great to just dive into a little bit of New Thought Black history. And I want to share with you a little information about one of my role models, one of my most favorite people in the history of New Thought, and that is Sarah Flowers. Sarah Flowers was a metaphysician, teacher, lecturer, radio personality, and an internationally known writer. And she graduated from the professional training at the Institute of Religious Science in 1937, and then proceeded to structure her entire life around teaching and practicing science of mind principles and metaphysical principles overall. And she is not a well-known name, but she is a very important model for many reasons. One, because she was a full-time practitioner. She had clients, she taught classes, she hosted a weekly radio show, because to her, her most important goal was to spread the message of science of mind and religious science, and to help people actually integrate the principles into the way that they live. And as I said, because that's so important to me, I do consider her one of the role models who paved the way for me to help others as well as live the principles myself. So one of the things that she was known for was the books that she wrote and that she self-published, most of them. One of the books is Common Sense, and that was the first book. And I love the title of it, Common Sense and its application in everyday life. And if you're like me, you know that sometimes we don't all have common sense. And sometimes we don't all have the common sense that would show up if we allowed our divinity to lead in our lives. So her book, Common Sense, includes treatments for all kinds of things that we experience in the world. She also wrote a metaphysical thesaurus and dictionary. And at the back of that thesaurus and dictionary, she included a timeline of the history of New Thought, the history of metaphysics that goes back over 1,000 years. So that's a really interesting aspect of that book. Atomic Metaphysics, the Electrical Principle of Man. Prana, a health lesson. She developed a one-year home study course, and she also designed some practitioner and teachers training. That was a self-study guide that was accompanied by one-on-one sessions with her if desired. 3 other things that she has been known for are her lessons and treatment pamphlets, V Thoughts or Victory Thoughts, which she originally wrote as a message during the holiday season, and then a variety of other booklets and pamphlets on spiritual topics. So I hope you can see why I have been so impressed with Sarah Flowers, who began in the mid to late 30s with her training, and then worked full time as a metaphysician throughout the rest of her life. These are just some images. The book Common Sense came out in 1941. She wrote the Metaphysical Thesaurus in 1942, the first edition, although it was updated a couple of times. In 1949, she wrote this lovely small book, Should I Pay for Metaphysical Treatment? And the answer is yes. And in the book, she explains why this is a profession and why also, just from an individual perspective, it's important to pay for, to show commitment to the work that you want to do in your own life. And this isn't easy to see, but it's the 10 lessons that are included in her practitioner and teacher training. And I love all of them, but I noticed especially lesson 1, what are the duties of a metaphysical practitioner, law and order, and then how to establish law and order in your, it says in your home, but your home not just being the building where you live, but your physical and your spiritual home. Are you operating by law? Are you operating with divine order? So it was just fabulous to see the outline that she used for training metaphysical practitioners. So Sarah Flowers, metaphysician, teacher, lecturer, radio personality, and internationally known writer. This is your Black History highlight for today. And again, I hope that you will join us right here at the New Thought Media Network every day this month for another Black History Moment.
Join our celebration of Black History Month. Only on New Thought Media Network. New videos every day at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, or watch anytime on our YouTube channel. 28 unique Black History moments. Every day in February. Only on New Thought Media Network.